speaking of facts, Daniel, obviously, I think a lot of people are familiar with your work and you do a lot of fact checking during your day job. So we thought it was only right to have you fact check some Raptors statements that we're going to throw at you. So are you ready for these 5 statements?
I'm ready.
Okay, so the first one is Scottie Barnes will be a top 10 player in the NBA in 5 years.
Man, I'm gonna say true. I don't know. Like that would be quite a feat. But you think of the number of top players right now who are under 30. It's not a huge list. It's like, I don't know, Giannis, Luka, like I don't know, Trey. Like I think can be overrated. I think he's got a real chance. So I don't know if it's gonna happen. Like maybe he'll peak at like top 20 or something. But I'll say true and hope.
I think honestly, he has all the tools for it. He just needs to get more of that scoring mindset that Nick talks to him about every single day. If he gets to that point where he's taking the threes confidently and he's making them at a higher clip, and he's also starting to run more pick and rolls, and he's just scoring more in general because he has that ability to impose as well in the game. Absolutely,
yeah.
It's a fact.
But the thing is, like, the fact that I'm not being laughed off this segment, just making that statement, like 2 months, 3 months into his NBA career, I think it says a lot about Scottie, right? The fact that we could place this level of expectations on him.
Yeah, I mean, also top 10 is not that high of a standard.
Top 10 is pretty high, man.
No, listen, I want a valedictorian type of
That's it, man.
rookie,
I'm running this show unopposed tomorrow, man.
Yeah, we're not talking about 95s over here. We're talking about winning. All right.
I know.
Talking about winning.
I hear you. All right. What's next for Daniel?
All right, the next statement, fact or not a fact. The Raptors would be better off if they traded Pascal Siakam.
Man, that's like it's hard to evaluate that without knowing what's out there. I'm doubtful. I think the fan base is too hard on him. I think he's a really good player. He's obviously not Kawhi Leonard. He's not a top 10 player, even though he made it at second team All NBA. I'm doubtful that they'd get equal value for him. I mean, it's possible, it's out there, but I lean false on that one.
Yeah, just for the record, Alex wrote this question, so go ahead. Blame Alex. I'm pro Pascal. Continue.
All right. Next one. The Raptors should tank this season and get back in the lottery instead of trying to make the playoffs.
No, that's false. I mean, last year was a perfect tank opportunity. They weren't here. They weren't grumpy home fans. They had Aaron Baines, and there was that draft class. Now it's like you look at the bottom of the standings, like it'd be hard for them to get back, even to like 7th best odds. Like they'd probably be in like the 10, the muddle near the play-in game. And I don't know. I'm not a like college player expert, but I haven't heard anything about the draft class that suggests like it's worth it to get the 10th pick. And I don't know. I even with all the injuries and they're like outside the play-in right now, I still think they have a chance to like even avoid the play-in if they get healthy. Like they could miss it entirely, but they could also finish 6th. So I say no.
Yeah, I'm just worried they finish 41-41. And like
What's
have
so
one
bad
playing
about
game. Well, sometimes
okay,
look at this Raptors teams, and I know injuries aside, but sometimes when you're watching these games, I'm telling you this, like we need more talent.
Sure,
we need more talent on this team.
But this is the thing. Okay, not all 41-41 is the same. If you're 41-41 because at some point you went on a 10-game win streak, all your rookies are clicking, and then you get some injuries, and that ultimately undercuts your season. Like that's a little different story. I think for me, like I don't even care about the record so much as I want to see the guys on the team improve. Right? No matter who they're bringing in, more talent in terms of the draft, those guys are going to have to come into this program and start to carve out roles for themselves and to show improvement. That I care more about than anything else.
No, I think that's
like
fair.
whatever record they're finishing, it's fine. Like I think this team has shown an ability to find talent even outside of just drafting really high. Although I have to say though, it was really nice getting Scottie this year.
This is what I'm saying. Get another Scottie.
There's not always another Scottie. We just said Scottie's going to be a top 10 player in 5 years. You're not just going to go in the draft and just magically draft another Scottie.
I don't know. I feel like the Raptors have done a lot of magic in the drafts, though.
Yeah? Malachi Flynn, huh?
Wow, you're going to throw him under the bus during the segment? This guy's not even on the rundown right now, man.
What happened to those two guys?
Shout outs Jalen Harris. I own a Jalen Harris jersey.
Yeah, you're the only one. You bought it off his back.
I want to walk into Real Sports and exchange it for a Delano Banton, and they should allow me to do that.
No,
okay?
no.
So far, MLSE has been silent on those tweets. The silence is deafening. All right, what's next for Daniel, Will?
All right, the next statement here. Kawhi made a mistake leaving Toronto to join the Clippers.
I mean, obviously, Obviously he did. Like we can't speak for the man's personal life. Like he wanted to go home. He might have had, deep personal reasons for that. But from a basketball perspective, I think they would have clearly been like the favorite, if not like at worst they would have been, one of the three favorites to repeat. This team is so, even looking at the roster now, like without a real big man, I mean, the complementary players are just so perfect to surround Kawhi Leonard. Like this version of Fred, this version of OG, man, it's really too bad, but oh well.
Just a 1-year deal. That's all I was asking for. A 1-year deal, run it back, and then do whatever you want after that. I'll probably still be crying.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
No, I mean, Fred said this, I believe, on the All the Smoke podcast.
Yeah.
He said we definitely would have won at least another championship, and he's right.
Of course. But anyway,
he's right. Anyways, enjoy watching the Raptors play the Sacramento Kings tonight instead. Last one for you, Daniel. Masai Ujiri will win another NBA championship in Toronto.
Man, I don't know. I'll say yes just to be optimistic, but it's so hard to win a championship, and they're so far from it right now. I think having Scottie really raises their ceiling, but it's just hard to picture going from here to there, even though I trust Masai. So I'm gonna say yes. I just don't know how it happens or when it happens.
Yeah, Masai, like I want this for Masai because we all know, obviously, the incident that happened when he came on the court after Game 6. I want Masai to have this other championship. No one's more passionate about the team and the city. And, he's already got one. Like, we don't need to feel terrible for him, but, like, having another one, I think, would be awesome. So...
Yes, yeah. Alex, having another championship would be awesome. Alex, honestly, you have said some profound things on this episode. Yeah. I'm going to listen back to it later.
Sorry, guys. It's Monday.
It's incredible.
A little bit rusty. As people say, I haven't had my coffee yet. This is everyone's excuse on Mondays, right?
Yeah, bro, we're on between 2 and 3 p.m.
Yeah, that's like 9 a.m. to me, man. Anyways, Daniel.
I'm the lethal weapon. I do not finish second.
We don't need Daniel to hear that freestyle. Anyways.
No, he's heard it.
We're going to get Daniel to come on next time and fact check my bars. Daniel, I really appreciate you making the time chatting with us. And, obviously you are doing important work, but, appreciate you making the time. So let's make plans to talk again soon.
That'd be great. Thanks, guys. So much fun. Take care.